Hello everyone, Mog here, and today in front of me I've got the EVVA ICS. This one is unmastered. I also don't happen to have a key for this particular lock, so I'm just going to get right to picking. And me tensioning clockwise. Oh, as you can see, nothing is set. I'm going to be tensioning clockwise and start with these top pins. There's a little click go to 1. I think that was a little click go to 3 at the top. Okay, I'll click on it at 2, got a little false set. That indicates it's time to start on the right side here. So I'm going to be going to the back first. I'm going to try and get under number 4. Got 4, seems like set, gonna see if I can give it a little jiggle. It is jiggly, so that one should be all good. I'm gonna move on to number 5 on the right here at the very back. Got 5, at least most of the way up there. Okay, 4 still seems good. Okay, I think 4 and 5 are both jiggling a little. So I'm going to try moving up to the front here. Let's try number 1. A little bit of movement. Okay, I think 1 is set. Going to number 2 now. Just trying to get under 2 still. Oh, slipped off there. Almost got 2, I think. Okay, let's 2 seems good, I think. So does 1 and 3. Let's check at the back now. 4 seems good. 5 seems good. So I'm gonna move over to the left side now. Gonna start with number 2. Overset 2, I believe. Okay, 2 is back down. I may have dropped some on the right, so I'm just going to double check those. Okay, right still seems good. Okay, number 2 seems good. Some of those are dropping, so I'm going to double check the right side. 1 seems good. 2 seems good. 3 seems good. 4 and 5 both seem good. Actually, maybe 5's not quite up there enough. Yeah, still, I think I still need to get 5 up just a little higher. It's not jiggling for me the way I'd expect. Okay, I think I got 5 now. Got a little more plug rotation, I'm pretty sure, so gonna try this left side again. Again, starting with lever 2. Okay, that one looks good. One seems good. Double check 2 here. Getting a little bit of jiggle from it too. Okay, I'm gonna move further back now. Looking at lever 4. Okay, pretty sure 4 is good, so I'm gonna try 5 now. Okay, let's give a little tap on 3, but gonna try and test 5 again. 5 seems good. very close now. There's just going to be one of these guys that needs another little poke. Five seems alright. Four seems alright. Gonna try on the right side again. Pretty sure the right side's still good. Oh, there we go. A little tap on 3, and we are open. Thank goodness. Well, that was close. I want to keep that in frame. So, as you can see, that is indeed open. Gonna lock it back up and see if I can gut this. Since I don't have a key, well, see here, I have a key. This is what it would look like. I'll show it more later, but this one is not for this particular lock. In fact, it doesn't even fit in the keyway. So first, the reason I'm locking this back up is I've got to get this very stubborn clip off. So this is going to be a little bit of a horror show, and I'm sorry to those of you who have to watch this. Or maybe not have to, but choose to. It's funny, you know, I thought I'd be nervous picking the lock, but now that I'm trying to do this, I'm actually more nervous about trying to get this clip off. Okay, Phew. There we go. There's the hard part. Okay, so now I'm going to be shimming this guy at the top. And as we do this, I am going to have to pick those top pins again. There's one, or rather 3. There's... Okay, there we go. Here's my follower. Oh, this is... Okay, there is one that I did not intend to fall out because I am not holding this correctly. Okay. Now this is my very fancy gutting tool for my ICS, which is just this little piece of a pick holder. Okay, so this is the sidebar for the right side. I don't need this or this anymore. Okay, there's one sidebar. And since I'm here, I'll do these top pins. I've got 3 up there. Okay, gonna give these some persuasion. Okay, there's one at the top. There's 2 at the top. Here, and actually, I'm gonna do this way and switch these around. 1, 2, and here's the last one. From the top, that is. And now let's get to the other sidebar. So this would be for the left side. Right? Yeah, left side. This one would be for the right side. And now let's move to the sliders. So you can see here the one that fell out as I started was that guy here, which is the first one on the left side. So I'll put that here. And actually, I can take this off now. So I'll do all the left side ones first. And we'll do the right side. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the drivers there. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do is just move these a little bit, and this is getting confusing, but whatever. Okay, whatever. Let's see here. I haven't actually looked at these drivers before. Oh wow, these are long. Okay. There we have our spring. Oh, maybe only that one was long. Whatever. Okay, there's our spring for that guy. And here's our last one. And move these guys down. And there's our last spring. Okay. Well, so it's all gutted now. Let's take a closer look at some of these things. So I guess I'll start with the housing and the plug. So for the housing here, you've got your two sidebar grooves, and then your 3 slots for the top pins, and I believe that other one is, I don't know what that hole's actually for, but I think something related to, I guess, a modular Euro half, but anyway, so yeah, not a whole lot going on here, as far as I mean, never gutted one of these before, but I assume this is standard. And then for our plug here, you can see all those springs, and I'm gonna hold the bottom. There is the left sidebar spot. There is room for all of our sliders. And there is our right sidebar slot. So there you have it. I know I've seen some where the inner part seems to be a little flatter, maybe even wider, but in any case, that's the kind of keyway I've got on this one. So there you have our plug. This really annoying retaining pin, retaining clip I bent a bit. We'll look at the top pins first, because we'll save the most interesting parts for last. So here is, these are kind of like DOM pins. The top is circular, and then we've got kind of a side that the bit might be on, as you can see there. So anyway, yeah, and that actually interacts. As I said, this key isn't the exact one, but you can see there's the bits at the top here at like different lateral locations on the key. So that was 1. I believe this guy was 2. So same idea here. This one is in the center, and a much higher set. Oh, and then for our last key pin, we have, if it will focus, another center one, a little lower set. drivers, we've got this first real tall one. I assume this doubles as drill protection, but I'm not actually sure if exactly what the purpose is. As far as picking the top pins, they're nothing special, they're very easy. And then the other two are just kind of some standard, come on, focus. Just standard drivers. And then let's take a look at the sidebars rather first, so you can see the right one here with the springs and the 5 I guess nubs that interact with the slider gates. And similarly for the other side, it's the exact same sort of deal going on here. 5 little nubs on the one side of the sidebar. And of course 2 springs. And now let's take a look at the sliders. So I'll just go along the left side and show you that they're all unmastered. So you've got first one, which is a mid-lift. Got this one, which is high. Yeah, and there is also a little nub to interact with the spring there on the first one. Then we've got number 3, which is a min lift. And then 4 and 5 on this side are both mid lifts. And there's 5. Then on the right side, our first one here is a low lift. And when I'm saying these heights, I'm saying min, low, mid, high, or max, corresponding to like kind of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different cuts they have. This one, number 2, is also low. Number 3 is another min. And 4 and 5 are highs. This one's 4. So not actually any max lifts on this one, which I assume probably makes it maybe a little easier, but there are a fair number of high ones to work with, so notice when I pick, I try and set the high ones first. Because I found they would cause the other ones to drop more than setting the lower set ones, which makes sense because there's more false gates to go through. As far as what I used to pick, I had this Z-bar that fit really nice and snugly in the keyway. Some sparrows hook for the top pins. I don't even know what hook this is, but it did the trick. And I made this tool for getting at the actual sliders. And my thinking for this was I had kind of 2 problems with other picks I used. One was either I had something like a half diamond that I tried and found I kept slipping off the pins because I really only just had the tip that I was working with. And this isn't significantly better in terms of working area at the tip, as you'll notice, but I can get under them much more easily. And my method was kind of to tension on the harder side and avoid dropping things. I didn't want to be playing ping pong. I'd rather slip off a pin or fail to set it than set it but unset 4 others. So this little tip is small enough to be able to wedge kind of in this. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There's like this area here, so it will fit in that little. Come on, camera, why do you not think I want you to focus on the thing in the middle? There we go. So it can fit in there to get under the pins and lift them up. And then my shaft is this is 0.6 millimeters, but so it's somewhat thick, so I find it is strong enough to support using a bit like a flag or like a hook. And I wanted a thicker handle to really make it easier to use it like a flag, which is why I've got a couple other arbitrary southward handles, literally just duct taped to it to kind of make a flag-like handle. And yeah, for a close-up of what a key could look like for this lock, I've got this one here. This is not the key for this lock. I don't have the key for this lock, but it is a key for an ICS. So you can see these cuts on the sides here for sliders, and then the ones on the top for the top pins. And yeah, there you have it. I'll give a little close-up of all the slide. Oh, don't want to be losing springs there. Let's be careful. But so there you go. Hopefully it focuses a bit. Okay, well, that's enough of that game. I think you get the gist of it. So yeah, there you have it. That's an unmastered EVVA ICS, picked and gutted. For anyone who took the time to watch, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.